Hey guys, what's up? Today in the Brick Lab, we're going on the run from the cops. Well, not literally, unless the cops find out about all those illegal building techniques I used when I was a kid. So today's build is my attempt at building a 2006 Subaru Impreza in the Speed Champions scale. And if you can't guess already, it's based on the one from the opening scene of Baby Driver. I've kind of wanted to build that car in Speed Champions scale ever since the licensed Speed Champion sets were revealed last year. Now honestly, I couldn't tell you anything about what happens in Baby Driver other than that opening scene, and maybe a couple of other clips that I caught on YouTube as well. To be honest, when I first saw it, I kind of stumbled across that clip from the opening scene and thought it was a commercial for the Subaru Impreza, so you can imagine my disappointment when it turned out that you can't actually drive a Subaru Impreza like that. So I tried to make this build as accurate as possible, or at least that's what I started out trying to do, but I ended up sacrificing some of the accuracy for one or two play features here and there. From the front here, you can see we have the bumper. Again, I tried to model that as much as I could on the Impreza, right down to that little that gentle slope on the front, but I'm not really sure how successful I was. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. First, I want to take a look at the interior though. As you can see, we have some nice seats for the Baby Driver to recline against. The larger steering wheel is a little bit goofy, but I figure since the steering wheel was so prominent in that scene, you know, it probably doesn't hurt to have it a little outsized. And speaking of that scene, you can see I also added in a little dashboard radio here just in case Baby forgets his earpods that day. There's also, of course, room in the front seat for a passenger, which I added in the waitress from the restaurant, diner, whatever that place was, so that you can fit her in as well. Of course, I kind of struggled a little bit with the waitress uniform, so it's probably not the most accurate, but if you pretend that this little gray thing is her apron, I guess it sort of works, of course. The only downside is, if you want her to actually sit in the car, you're gonna have to take it off. Okay, there we go. She's taken off her apron, she is off the clock, so she can speed around wherever she wants with Baby. And obviously we have to mention the obligatory shifter right here, so there's that in there. Other than that, I don't think there's too much else going on in the interior. Okay, so it looks like we have a minor issue here. Unfortunately, the waitress will not fit inside with her ponytail. If you want her to fit inside, you're either going to have to remove the hair, or you're going to have to give her one of those crash helmet pieces, so the choice is yours. So yeah, you can kind of see how it looks with some minifigures inside. Not the most realistic, but to be honest, this is actually the first time I actually tried putting minifigures inside, and it's looking a lot better than I expected, so there's that. But let's finally go ahead and take a look at the trunk. Now, the trunk turned out a lot better than I was expecting as well. There is a lot of room in here, and by a lot, I mean you can really store a lot. There's a ton of gold bars, a gemstone, and I guess Baby is also Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Although now that I think about it, he'll probably need that gun if he wants to face off against his arch-nemesis who, spoiler alert, I also built in minifigure form. So there you go. You can have a tense confrontation, and you even have the inaccuracy of an official LEGO set. But yeah, you can see that trunk is very, very spacious, and that was partly because I really couldn't squeeze a trunk and a back seat in here, so I guess what we sacrificed for inaccuracy, we get in trunk space. So if you need to hide some goodies from anyone, just toss it in there, and they're probably not going to think to look there, to be honest. But yeah, again, like I said, I tried to make this as close to an actual legit Subaru Impreza as possible, but you know, some of the play features here just kind of got in the way, so that obviously did not happen. But if we throw Baby's stash of gold back in here and his gun. And in case you're wondering about the black pieces, they're not intentional. At the time I designed and ordered the parts for this thing from Bricklink, these parts were not available in red yet. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for our little build here. If you want a build tutorial for that, just let me know in the comment section below. I wasn't really planning on doing one, but hey, if enough of you band together and just start complaining, I'll probably go ahead and release one anyway. So yeah, like I said, that's it for today. I will see you guys next time.